Okay, here we go. This is a behind the scenes tour of the technical background of YouTube channel WABCRADIO77. First of all, greetings. That is me in the background with the camera. So we're going to give you a quickie tour here. Alright, turntable. First of all, I just received my Beatles mono box set, which is very nice. Still sealed in its original package there. Very, very nice. Alright. Over here is my record brush. This is the Stanton record cleaner, which I use all the time with the combined Stanton VC1 cleaner. Cleans the records before I do them. Here's my little staging area of records that I have either about to be put on the upload to YouTube. Here is the records I've already uploaded to YouTube, such as this Chubby Checker record and all the other stuff here that I've already done. Okay, so, and then over here is my never-ending change of Beatles picture sleeves, which I keep. These are original picture sleeves. Some of these are quite valuable. I believe this one here is worth about $100, which is probably about 60 to 70 pounds in the UK. There we go. Anyway, lots of those. Over here is a vast stack of audio equipment, which is not even used in YouTube. I don't have this connected, except I do run some audio through these switching devices here. These are simple Radio Shack $10 switchers that I put some labels on. Makes it easy to switch, but I don't use any of this stuff for YouTube. I use it for my own personal reasons otherwise. The only thing I do use down here is this device right here. This is the Music Hall Phono Preamp. As you can see there, it's a metal box. Cost me about $150 US, which I guess is about 120 pounds UK. And it's got the little blue light that means it's on, and that is the Phono Preamp. So we take the turntable output, which comes in the wires in the back there, you can see them, and it goes into that via standard RCA jacks. As you can see, let me pull that out here. You can see them in the back here. Standard RCA jacks. The red and the white from the turntable. The gold ones go over to my input selector, the stereo, the rolls unit, which controls the stereo level control. And that is over here. Let me just move over here. Here is my Mac Pro computer, which is right there, which is what I do all the editing in. And over here is the monitor, and over here, which is a rat's nest of wiring, is the Rolls Phono Preamp unit. Here you can see it here. Here's the gold RCA jacks that come from the Phono Preamp output, and they go into here. Since it uses 1/4 inch jacks on it, you need 1/4 inch plugs. So you have this plug-like device here, but since the RCA plug doesn't go into it, let me just kind of take this off here. I mean, it's kind of stuck. It's in here. Hold on, I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to take it out. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, this is a one of these phono jacks. Got an RCA input on one end. That's a female RCA input, and here is the 1/4 inch male phono plug. Okay, and that plugs into the back of the rolls unit here from the standard RCA that comes from the Phono Preamp. Okay, so that's how that works. Then here's your level control, which is right there. Notice how far it's turned down because the output from the Phono Preamp is a pretty high level signal. And that comes out of, again, phono jacks, so I need that adapter thing again. And here's another RCA plug that goes, if you follow it, it goes to the back over here, which is the input into this 1985 vintage Radio Shack DJ mixer. Bought this off of eBay for about $25, which I guess is about 15 or so dollars UK, or 15 pounds UK. Very simple mixer. You can see I bring this in an auxiliary channel here, have it on an aux, and I just keep the level control right about here. And then here is the master output, and I have a stereo mono switch here. Most of the time it's in mono for the mono records, and that controls the output. The output of this is what goes to the camcorder. So you can see here's the output right there, and that set of RCA jacks, or that RCA patch cord, goes over to here, and here is the wire with it. And as you can see, I have an adapter here. I've got again, bought this at Radio Shack, this little adapter thingy here. Just unplug it here. Hold on. kind of stuck. Well, you get the idea. It's got a RCA female, plugs into the RCA jack. This is the right, the black is the left. And here is your 1/8 inch stereo mini plug, the type of plug you commonly see on iPods and other electronic devices today. That goes to the input of the camcorder. Okay, right now I'm using the microphone of the camcorder, but this goes to that. So I just plug it in the camcorder and that's it. This, by the way, is where that very slight buzzing sound comes from. This is an unbalanced input in audio terms, which means that you might tend to pick up some of that hum on signal. Most consumer-grade electronics used unbalanced audio. I mean, it does work, but it does have some problems, especially with ground loops and humming and buzzing, as you can hear in the background there. So the only solution to that is to get a camcorder that's got balanced input, so that would be a pro-grade camcorder, and that would set me back probably like $2,000, which is about 1,500 pounds UK. So anyway, I use this, plug that in there, and that goes to the camcorder. So anyway, that's the technical explanation of the audio chain of what I use for YouTube. Over here is the Top Pop Singles book, the Joel Whitburn book, which is based upon Billboard. Okay, and you can see here there's Joel Whitburn's name. And I just happen to have the book that goes from 55 to 1999 because that's about all I need to do. I have some 45s from the year 2000 after, but I don't post them onto YouTube. So this gives me everything you need to know. And you can see here, you know, if you go to this tab right here, wait a minute, you'll see here's the Beatles. Gives a whole explanation, shows all the chart positions, shows when it entered on the Billboard charts, when it debuted. Some interesting information on here. You can see that there. You know, there's a Hard Day's Night. Shows that it made #1 for a couple weeks. How many weeks in the chart, so on and so forth. Its original record number. Very, very useful book. So if you don't have one, you can buy these, but these are fairly expensive. I think this one I got a couple years ago. I paid about $60, $70 for it on eBay as a used book. So again, there you go. And then here is here's the screen I do all my editing on. Here's my editing screen that you can see there on YouTube in the edit mode. There's the keyboard. As I say, there's my Mac Pro machine. And over there is the turntable everybody sees for real. So there you go. I'm going to go downstairs. I'll give you a tour of my record collection. Hold on, we'll be back in a second. Okay, here's another view of my 45 RPM collection. As you can see, they are stored in these boxes here. And I have them all pretty much sorted. The chords here, for example, here is the letters X, Y, and Z, obviously. And if you go to letter Y, you'll see, here's Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. And then, you know, so on and so forth. You know, I also have the Yellow Submarine. I have the Yellow Submarine on Apple as well. So, and then you say these are all 60s records. These are my 60s record collection. So you can see these are stuff I haven't even posted yet. There's just thousands and thousands more here, you know, of records to be posted. There's You Baby by the Turtles. You know, there's still a lot of stuff here. Here's stuff on Atlantic Records, which obviously you cannot post because it's the Warner Music Group. So anyway, that's kind of a background thing of my record collection. Again, just box after box after box after box of records here. So these tomato boxes store them very nicely. With a divider in the middle, you can fit about 125 45s on each side, and each box holds about, let's say, about 250 to 400 records if you squeeze it in there. So, and I have them all sorted out. These are all my 60s records. Up here, this row is my 1950s records. The same thing, all categorized in there. And then down below here, these are my 1970s records. A little newer, as you can see. Anyway, there you go. And then below that these are my 1980s records. And you go through here, and there's, you know, newer, obviously, records here. All mostly in mint condition, as you can see. Anyway, so that's that. And then down below here, I have my late 1980s and 1990s 45s. Oops, a little leaf got in there. So there you can see there, there's more Electra, so on and so forth. So again, the life of a record collector. So you can see I got quite a few of these records. Lots more to post on YouTube once we get past this Warner Music Group issue. So anyway, there's a backstage view of my records. There you go, signing off. Take her easy. Cheers.